Hello to all of my cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. This video is for the 18th through the 31st of December. Cancers, we are in this coming on for the last stretch for this cycle, and we're in the last quarter moon in Virgo. So Virgo is a very meticulous sign. It is a perfectionist. Somebody really wants to get this right, and wanting to get it right can cause a lot of anxiety and fear, and just low vibrational energy. But here we have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Three of Swords, we have the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So something has been keeping somebody up. Like somebody is deeply disappointed and heartbroken by something, right? Something, whether it's a loss of a loved one, it could be ending of something, or just a thought of just like something that's been replaying over in your mind has been keeping you up. That has been like deeply disappointing. Somebody's words or their actions may have cut you like a sword, and it's been keeping somebody up. But here's to help you with this, and also the anxiety is coming to an end. Something that you have been worried about, like I said before, somebody's words or actions cut you deep like a sword, and it could be several people. That's why I've been talking about sacral chakra 1, because you all, it's the element of water. It's connected to the element of water, but you all are water signs. I'm talking to you if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, MC or IC, doesn't matter. You want to flush these wounds out. You want to have clarity of thought, Cancer. So imagine somebody's words or their actions cut you like physically cut you like a sword. That's what it feels like when somebody's words or actions hurt you just that deep. You're going to get some pure water and flush that out, right? And so this time, because the sword energy is connected to air, you're going to let the air hit it. You're not putting any band-aids over things anymore. Something happened that sent a very clear message to you to get into that masculine energy. Take action. Get as far away from energies where you're focusing on somebody saying or doing something. So a source is saying, here's some fresh water. Here's the Six of Cups. Operate in faith. You're getting as far away, physically getting as far away from anything or anybody, words or actions that cut you deep like a sword. Okay? Does that make sense? In the meantime, what's going to keep you busy is working very hard. Just continuing to work hard and trying to just let some wounds heal, right? So that looks like for somebody, if you said or did something to me that hurt me that deep during this time, and I'm seeing a pattern of behavior here, whether somebody ghosting you, someone lying to you, someone running smear campaigns, just outright saying something mean-hearted, mean-spirited to you. Sources like, get as far away from that as possible. And so again, the anxiety is going to subside. We're looking at the Page of Swords here. So whatever anxiety, you don't look like what you've been through. But Source was trying to get somebody to take some kind of action. So something had to happen that's like put you where the Source, either way, Source took care of whatever that hurt somebody. Like, and again, this meticulous, this moon in Virgo is allowing you to meticulously go through your emotions and feelings and sort some things out and decide, where am I going to put my fire? If it burned me like a blowtorch, and every time I think about it, then I need to get as far away from that as possible. Remember, Mars is retrograde, Uranus is retrograde, and Mercury is it's in shadow phase, right? So it's pre-retrograde. So you're getting prepared for Mercury being retrograde. So you're starting to feel like somebody is starting to, because you're the I feel sign, you're starting to feel like, when I think about certain things, I get emotionally drained. I feel counterproductive. I feel like I want to, vibrate low. Vibrating low feels like, okay, I want to go shopping when I don't really need to spend any money. I want to eat something that's unhealthy. I want to, again, being counterproductive. But when I start focusing on what my energy hacks are, maybe you like working, maybe you like working hard, maybe you like volunteering, maybe you like speaking to people's highest frequency, whatever it is, somebody feels energized. And so things are going to start moving very, very quickly. So look, it's like moving on a motorcycle, like a person, like things are just moving fast for you because you've identified your energy hacks, but you've also identified your energy leaks. So Source really wants you to heal from something, like really Listen to your sacral chakra music, flush out all those painful comments and those painful actions. Again, only you, Cancer, know what somebody said or what they did. It could even been a job. It could have been something that happened years ago or just yesterday or recently, whatever, that cut you like a sword. And so source is like, if you identify it as an energy leak, that's what you need to get as far away from. And an energy leak would be like I said before, you sitting there thinking about it, replaying it over and over and over again in your mind until you feel like, okay, I set my intentions to go run errands today. The moment I thought about that, I feel like doing something low vibrational, like, eating something I said I didn't want to eat, or smoking something, or, going shopping until I drop, engaging in some kind of low vibrating energy. And that's the moon card right there, right? Somebody already knows, like somebody feels like when they are here we have the King of Cups that came out in reverse. Somebody just doesn't feel very wise in a particular area. Like somebody just feels like, I'm emotionally just drained. We have the Eight of Wands and also the Ten of Wands. And so source is like, please take where's the card? Step out on faith. Whatever it is, step out on faith. Somebody's spending a lot of time thinking about something that source is like, you're not going to be thinking about it too much longer. You're just going to go ahead and sever ties with it and move on. Because some kind of energy around you could just feel like it's just weighing you down. And source is like, get as far away from that energy as possible. Because I'm about to make you booked and busy, and you don't need that burden of, you feel like somebody feels like somebody's holding on to a secret, and it's just weighing somebody down. So it could be a lot of things that's going on with you right now, but source is like, get away from any treachery. You've already felt like somebody's words or their actions, either their words or actions cut you like a sword or burned you like a blowtorch. And either way, get as far away from them as possible. If they're that insensitive, this is where you're headed to. You're headed towards King of Pentacles. You're headed towards a higher frequency of person or people, but you're also headed towards your wealth, right? So source is like, if you look at it this way, okay, you're going through a process where you may not feel like the sharpest knife in a drawer, the sharpest sword in a drawer. So you're going to have to listen to your feelings. You are the I feel sign, right? You all are nurturers by default. If it's your adult kids, if it's your parents, if it's family members, is it people like family members, like friends, if it's your job, people, places, or things where the energy just, every time you think about it, this is the key. It doesn't matter who it is, Cancer. Every time you think about them or it, you get drained. I mean, literally just drained. It's time to go ahead and part ways with something. Whether it's the over nurturing of something, like somebody could be over mothering or over nurturing something, right? Or over giving. Somebody is overdoing something. And source is like, I feel like when I weigh the pros and cons, I feel like it's a real tricky situation. And a lot of times when you feel like it's a tricky situation, it's somebody that you love, like you're an adult child, or like a parent, or a sibling, or a romantic interest, or it could be like, I love my job, but it's a tricky situation here. Source is like, okay, it's time for you to start talking. It's time for you to start saying, the source, help me with this. Come through my dreams. Like, make it so crystal clear to me that I know that when I sever ties with this, no matter how nervous I am, I'm going to be okay. Watch how quickly you start seeing things. Watch how quickly you get to that throne of wealth when you start severing ties and moving beyond something. That's what I'm seeing for somebody. Like, source really wants to try to help somebody on this journey of your wealth. And when I say wealth, I'm not talking about just money. I'm talking about healthy relationships. Where you feel safe in these relationships. Like, it's something that's just real tricky, that source is like, you're just going to have to release it. It's almost like a parent who just overdoes for their adult child. Like, your adult child could be, 20, 30 years old. You still paying their bills, or you still, and they are able-bodied. They are in their right mind. It's like you're just still taking care of stuff. You're still just overdoing something and just trying to justify it. But that could be more like for somebody, and I'm not trying to step on anybody's corns here, but it could be somebody who is just like, they've gotten so used to you doing everything, Cancer, that it's just the thought of them handling 100%. Like, you could have been at their age, you could have been like really doing it, like working several jobs, putting yourself through school, had your own place, had your own this and that. But for some reason, somebody, and again, if this doesn't apply to you, then again, it doesn't resonate. But somebody could be just like, Source is saying to you, their behavior makes you feel some kind of way, like you're not that wise in it. Like, it's something like this, somebody holding on to some secrets about some stuff that you feel some kind of way about it. Somebody's going to feel liberated and free. Like I said, somebody is not telling you something, and it's causing some kind of darkness to rise up in your spirit. So here's some things that you want to focus on in the meantime. So you all are the mother and the money sign of the Zodiac Cancers, right? So we're moving towards, so for one, let this moon in Virgo help you to meticulously go through all of your emotions, your feelings about something, right? In the meantime, you could be talking to Source, and you could be saying to Source, hey, help me sort through these feelings. And if it's something that if it's something I need to create a firm boundary around, let's say it's the situation where you are over nurturing an adult child. You may not want to cut that child off at all, but but it could be something where you're saying, hey, I'm not paying your bills anymore. It's time for you to go ahead and start, picking up 2-3 jobs if you need to, because when I was your age, I did X, Y, and Z, right? Releasing that fear. Or if it's a friend that their words or their actions cut you like a sword or like a blowtorch, you may say to them, hey, I need to talk to you about something, right? It doesn't feel good when you say this, that, and the other. You can use the word "it doesn't feel good." If they're insensitive, okay, that's your cue right there to go ahead and cut them off, right? Or you didn't have to say, or your words stung like a blowtorch. You can say whatever. Or you could be talking to somebody where you feel like, okay, you could be in a relationship with the person, and the way they handle things could seem very insensitive to you. Remember, it's your universe, Cancer. You get a chance to speak up and say how you handled the situation was very hurtful to me, and give them an opportunity to talk about it. And if it still doesn't, if it still feels like toxic water in your universe, now it's time to go ahead. Now you have the answer that you need, right? Because somebody feels like somebody's holding on to a secret, or something low vibrational is going on behind your back. Whatever it is, it's not sitting well in your water. And so it's time for somebody to get some answers. It's time for somebody to get some answers, not just sit there and just take it, and get frustrated, or just blow up and just go off on something. You don't need to do all of that. Not when you can talk. Here we have the Nine of Swords. We have the Empress card. We also have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands, the Three of Wands, and also the King of Pentacles again. Source is trying to make somebody very wealthy. We got the King of Pentacles twice. Source is trying to make somebody very wealthy, very well connected, very well respected, very healthy relationships. We have the Nine of Wands. Somebody is at the end of a cycle. They're about to cross over into the other side. So this is a time, Cancer. I'm serious. If you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, like I said before, here we have the Nine of Wands. Something has been keeping somebody up at night, and this is twice. Like, something is really keeping somebody up at night. Somebody is like really overthinking something, where, again, if it has to do with a child that you gave birth to, this is going through a rebirth for both of you all. Like, how many kids you may feel like I said before, the Empress card lets me know whether it's an adult child or not, or you could be the child and it could be your parent. But somebody is going through a rebirth. And even if you don't have a child, you're going through a rebirth, but it could be a rebirth of all the relationships around you. But you're entering into a phase of extreme wealth in your relationships as well as your wallet. So something, because your money is in perfect alignment. Your money is in perfect alignment. And somebody has been really nervous about cutting somebody off. Like somebody has been really nervous about it. But somebody should be expecting great things to happen, expansion to happen. You've already, like, your heart is in the right place, Cancer. You all have been nurturing things. Like I said, you're the mother sign and the money sign. We're moving towards this new moon in Capricorn on the 23rd. So Cancer is the mother sign of the zodiac. Capricorn is the father sign of the zodiac. So somebody needs to learn how to, your actions are going to teach people how to mother and father themselves, like not to over nurture, but get more serious about their own lives. So Capricorn, like I said, we're coming up on a new moon in Capricorn on the 23rd of December. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. That's the planet of maturity and authority. So you're encouraging somebody through your actions to become more mature about a situation. Believe it or not, it's going to take a rippling effect and to take more of an authoritative stance, like become more serious about their lives, because you are saying, okay, as bad as this is going to hurt me, it, like, remember, a sword is a double-edged sword. Somebody feels like something is not right going on in the background, and somebody's getting ready to cut some people off. Like I said, it look like somebody, like the energy that somebody's thinking about it is really, it's an energy leak, because every time you think about it, you're like, oh my God, you know what? Just the thought of having to cut somebody off almost makes somebody sick to their stomach, because again, there's other reasons why somebody has been somebody has been like, it's like somebody constantly trying to encourage somebody, but the more you encourage them, you become even more drained. The more fire you put up under them, it's like the less fire that you have for yourself to pursue the things that you want to do, Cancer. So hopefully that makes sense to somebody. Here's some questions you may want to ask yourselves in the meantime is, what are your top priorities? What are your top 3 priorities this week, this month, and this year? So that you don't have to overthink this. This is where you can seriously go into deep meditation and prayer and just say, Source, please give me the strength to have a conversation with this person, that person, my job, whatever, person, place, or thing, so I can make some adjustments, because I have been pouring out a lot of my energy trying to inspire people, trying to put a fire up under people in a positive way, and it's still not working. I feel drained. And if it's for somebody, it could be a real fear that, hey, if I sever ties with this, that person may cut me off. That's where somebody's going to have to operate in faith. This is where the 6 of Cups is. Somebody's going to have to operate in faith. But somebody is just really nervous. Somebody is like, the half in, half out emotionally. Like, I want to do it, but I'm not sure I should do it. It's like emotionally somebody is really struggling. And again, that's what rebirth feels like. It feels like somebody who's about to give birth to something, a gift. You call children a gift. It feels like you're about to give birth, but you're scared. Like I said, like somebody may feel like a first-time parent, whether you're the one that's pregnant or somebody has, but just the fear of it's like, okay, I'm not really sure what's going to happen, but this is where you got to operate in faith. So Source is saying that you operate in faith, let Source handle the rest of it, where you don't have to stress out over a situation. So yeah, so like I said before, the first question is, what are your top 3 priorities this week, this month, this year? You can apply that to every area of your life, no matter what year we're in. Second question, Cancer, is what are your biggest fears? The third question is, do you have specific daily rituals and routines that nourish you? Fourth question is, do you reward yourself when you accomplish something? And last but not least is, how much of your day and week do you block out for self-care and personal development? That's really, really important. Personal development, 9 of Wands. Yeah. So we got 9 of Wands twice. So we got 9 of Wands, we got 9 of Swords and 9 of Wands. So that lets me know that this 9 energy lets me know that somebody has really been lamenting over taking some kind of action. Wands and Swords energy is masculine energy. Somebody has really been, it's almost like somebody feels like if they somebody feels like if they cut somebody off financially or cut them off in some kind of way, not maybe like feel like stop talking to somebody, but somebody feels like if I cut somebody off in some kind of way, or if I feel like I, burn like the energy that I've been, like the time that I've spent, if I stop, I feel like I'm burning a bridge or something in a negative way. And Source was like, no, I want you to operate in faith, Cancer. You're going to be just fine. I need you to operate in faith, not in fear. I need you to operate in faith, not in fear. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you all so far. So again, this is a time where this is a great time for somebody to drink more water, go on some kind of a fast. And a fast doesn't necessarily mean food or drink. It could mean just like, fasting from, watching certain television. Like, cause somebody has been like, this has been really eating somebody up. On one hand, somebody's praying for wealth, right? Somebody's praying for the perfect job. Somebody's praying for their creativity to come back. Somebody is praying for wisdom. But on another side, somebody is eating somebody up to take action, to like physically take some kind of action. And so here we have a new romantic cycle begins for somebody. I get a feeling that somebody has been feeling, or maybe like some dreams have been coming through of like, what, I would love to be in a romantic relationship, but you got something else over here going on in your life. Like I may have to, like cut somebody's allowance off, or I may have, and that may backfire on me like a blowtorch, or it may hurt me. Maybe they stop talking to me or whatever. But this is where, you don't feel wise about a situation, and Source is trying to help you turn this King of Cups upright. This King of Cups in reverse, Source is trying to help you turn it upright. So like I said before, somebody is just going to have to learn that you've made a lot of major sacrifices, in your life. And now, like I said, your money is in perfect alignment. We got the 2 King of Pentacles out here and the Knight of... So somebody's been working really, really, really hard. So either this is you or this is somebody you could be connected to. But like I said before, you got to do what works best for you. Somebody's going to feel some kind of way if you have to cut them off financially, or you have to create such a firm boundary for them. It's going to force them, to become more mature. It's going to force them to take more of an authoritative stance and not rely on you so much, right? But plan a vacation. You deserve it. It's time for you to plan a vacation and go somewhere. You absolutely deserve it. 9 plus 3 is 12, reduces to the number 3. Somebody has learned the lessons from their past, and your future looks bright. So optimistically move towards your future and living in faith. But yeah, somebody should be planning a vacation. Somebody should be planning a vacation and going somewhere, instead of just giving it, like over nurturing something. Like somebody has been really over nurturing something. And again, you're on the other side, because Source is constantly downloading information into your spirit. And so you know exactly who and what it is that you have been over nurturing. And Source is like, that's what you need to handle. That's what you need to take care of. So now that you know, it's time for you to ask Source for how to approach this, and ask Source for help. Like, give me some answers. Tell me how I need to approach this with care and wisdom. This was somebody praying for. Somebody is praying for some kind of care, because you're not trying to hurt anybody. But again, once you start making adjustments in preparation for your wealth, somebody's going to feel like, wow, you don't have, somebody's going to feel some kind of way. But for you, you're gaining wisdom. Like I said, Source has everything lined out here perfectly for you. Put yourself first. Number 1, I am innovative. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through rough times and reach success. Yep, that's what I'm seeing for you. It's going to help you get through these rough times and reach success. You got a lot of things in alignment for you. But like I said before, somebody is overthinking a situation. You're lamenting over something. Like it's keeping somebody up at night. It's just thinking about it, and it's okay. But like I said, get that sacral chakra music going. Forgive somebody. But again, and remember, forgiveness is for you. So if you have to cut somebody's allowance, or not something having to do with money, or you have to cut out the trying to put a flame up under them to inspire them, and you're not getting a whole lot back, and you feel like somebody holding on to secrets. This is like, okay, I've put as much of myself into this to try to inspire you. I'm not getting a whole lot back. I'm getting gray areas, and it's frustrating. It's draining you, and you're pulling back. It's time to go on a vacation. It's like, okay, I'm pulling back. It's time for me to go on a vacation. I need to be near a body of water. This is the king of wands. See this person right here in upright. Somebody needs to go somewhere where there is a lot of water to just replenish, like near an ocean. I'm seeing white sugary beaches, ocean water, just lying down, relaxing, just replenishing and recharging. And somebody's going to feel some kind of way. But hey, you need to get away. You need to get away. Somebody needs to be planning their vacation right away. Here we have joy. I was created for a purpose. Great things happen to me each day. My very presence is a blessing. I believe in myself. Joy is a choice, and I choose joy. Greater is coming. I am enough. When I say that somebody has overextended themselves, like to a point of almost working yourselves to death, trying to help yourself, it's like, I feel like somebody could be like, long overdue for a vacation, like really long overdue for something where you put in so much work and doing so much for so many people. I'm telling you, some adjustments are being made, and some people are going to feel some kind of way, Cancer. So like I said before, you got to do what's best for you. Put yourself first, and stop allowing other people and their issues to, you've been trying to inspire people, look like, for years, and somebody is not telling you something, and you just got this feeling like, I believe somebody's holding on to some kind of secrets. It could even be like, somebody could be pregnant. I mean, like anything, but it's stressing somebody out. That is what I have for you. I will see you all on Motivational Monday. But again, it's time for somebody to take a vacation. It's time for somebody to relax. It's time for somebody to kind of sort of pull back on some things so that you can, like I said, there's a lot of wealth here in your cards. And I'm not talking about just financial wealth. That's double right there, financial wealth. Everything is in alignment. But I'm talking about healthy relationships, high vibrational relationships. Like I feel like somebody is going to, like I said before, continue working hard, and I just see expansion all over your card. So if somebody's been talking about like buying property, or maybe investing in multi-unit properties, or meeting some new friends, or settling down somewhere, like pitching your tent, building a house, or being debt free, whatever it is, buying homes in different parts of the world. It's like, it's your time now, Cancer, to like really thrive. Somebody has just been putting way too much energy into something and just not getting a lot of return on their investment in the relationship department. I'm talking about like family relationships, maybe your job, maybe friendships or something like that. So it's time for you to hit a huge reset button for you. That is what I have for you, and I will see you all on Motivational Monday. Bye, Cancers.